Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing Little Plotkin in the 1-minute pool on ICC. As you can see, I had a slight mouse slip on my first move, but I don't think it's going to hurt me too much, at least I hope it doesn't. Queen b3 actually was kind of pointless in this setup, but that's alright. I'll jump my knight into e5 if possible. I guess I'm okay with the queen swap, especially if it weakens his a-pawn to some extent. This seems like slightly awkward, because I can go here and take his pawn on c5. How's he going to get out of this mess? So I can go b4 and support this, maybe b5 soon, actually. It'll take a little while to get that going. Let's take this guy first and then go here and maybe bring the bishop back. Yeah, let's go rook a4 now. And I can go maybe here. Just seems hard for them to keep everything together. Okay, I'll go h4. They can barely move in this position. Give a check.
Check.
Let's go king h2. King h2 does next to nothing. I probably shouldn't have played that move. Maybe they'll come all the way in. I'll do this now, finally. At some point, they have to make a break for this. So I can just go here. And then do this. Yeah, this is just queening. Let's go here. We'll play this accurately, or try to. Now go b4. Yeah, they're not going to be able to stop my stuff. Unfortunately for them.
Check.
It's not going to work.
Check.
They have a couple checks, but that's about it. Let's go here. Just take some stuff, get some stuff off the board.
Check.
Let's go here.
Check. 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 Checkmate.
All right, got the checkmate. 64 moves to start. All right, not bad. So Little Plotkin went down, and we have two Hoang. It seems a little early for two Hoang to playing this set. Oh, about 8:30 Central Time, U.S. He usually doesn't come out till later, which I assume in his country is probably tomorrow. Of course, it's tomorrow in Vietnam. So, can I take this? I think I can get away with taking that. Just goes there. Okay. Let's go queen here. I'd like to get this knight out of here. Not comfortable with it sitting on that square indefinitely. Better play knight back to c6. There's some definite pressure on my position, however. Let's take here now. If he takes with a pawn, I was going to go knight d7, but he took this way. He maybe could have trapped my queen just a second ago with rook c5. But he did not play that. Okay, let's just keep trading. Now he definitely can't afford to trade. Let's go here and try to compel a trade. Yeah, now he has to do this. I can go b5. All right, he resigned. 26-51. Yeah, that's a blunder at the end. I don't know why he did that, but position was not good anyhow. Just a quick, I'm in the pool right now, but just a quick update on the bullet pool. Wow, okay, so two players fell out of the top list. Multicast and who's the other guy? Some other guy went inactive. So if I can get over 2,800, I'll be up at Leverage's level. It's not going to happen this session, but, you know, I can wish. I can hope. Usually I develop the bishop to g5, but not this time. Let's see how Tu Hoang plays this. Just go rook c1 now. I'd like for him to do something about this tension before I commit my bishop. Maybe he'll go f5. Never know. Okay, let's just play bishop e2. a3. Finally takes. This is interesting. Let's go b4. Maybe I can bind the square, is what I'm thinking. Let's go king f1. Probably not going to like have my rook be super useful. Maybe I can swing it over to c5, actually. That's kind of creative. Now let's maneuver this. We'll go here and start attacking the c6 pawn. He's putting up stiff defense, though. Okay, now I can do this. The rook can come... Ooh, that's a nice tactic by him. I can't take that, so I'll just move this away. Nicely done, Tu Hoang. Okay. I couldn't take that, yeah, because I would have got forked. It's very annoying. Meanwhile, he's just taking all my pawns. Let's go... Kind of at a loss as to what to do. Let's go here. But he can just advance, yeah. C3 now.
Time.
Better go here. Yeah, this is not looking promising, though. Okay. Time is like my only hope now. Knight e7 is a threat. This king is so safe, though. Yeah, queen c1 is the death knell of my position. Let's do this and try to attack.
Check.
Try to get something going. Okay, that's at least a pawn. He messed it up a little bit now. Yeah,
Check.
now I get this in.
Check.
Amazingly, this counterattack might work.
Check.
Oh, that's a rook too.
Check.
I can't believe I'm going to win that game. I did. Wow. Yeah, his decision to play c3 was absolutely terrible, unfortunately. So, yeah, extremely lucky that game. Rook takes e3 was a very good move. I got to hand it to him for seeing that. That's good tactical vision. It's not an obvious move at all. That's a move that could be missed even in a blitz game, but he found it in a bullet game in about a second. So, okay, well, I'm at 26.58. Let's see who's playing other than Hoang. Wasn't too many other big sharks circling the pool when I checked just a minute ago before I started. This is an interesting position. This looks bad for black. Bishop h6 maybe? Come in and attack this guy? Wow. Hoang has no fear. He's just going to castle kingside. Now the threat is to take. Black has to play rook f7 practically. Now probably white's going to go knight f3 and plunk the knight on g5. I mean, look at this queenside for black. This can happen like in a Jinji Indian gone wrong. Oh my gosh. See, even like rook takes h5 should be close to winning for white now. The only thing stopping them from like transferring their queen over is some tricks on the queen side and also the c3 pawn perhaps falling. All right, so we're playing RaHrAhRaHs. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to take this pawn because I like this line. And then I'm going to do this. And once we capture, I'm going to go bishop e6. Sometimes you'll actually get them to hang their queen because they think you're going to play bishop g7. We'll go here now. I don't want them to play e4 so easily. So let's do this. Maybe e3 is a sensible move. You could definitely do that. I think I'll play bishop e4 if I get a chance. Now let's go here and see if he'll trade. I maybe he could have taken on d4. This structure is fine for black. I actually really like this pawn structure. I like working with it. Because I feel like the b6 square is nice. It restricts a lot of white's queenside play. Let's go here and then play bishop h6. So how does he defend that pawn? If knight d3, he loses d4. So that's not good. Let's just take. Let's play it simple. Go g5. Maybe I'm presenting a target for him. That might not have been the best move. Let's go f6, see if he'll trade. Problem is if he trades too much, I would have had g4 had he traded even further. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here, and now bring our rook over. Yeah, he just has a hard time moving at this point. Okay, now I have a passed pawn. With potential to make this even more
Check.
passed. He has to take with a king, yeah. Now two passed pawns.
Check.
This will be easy enough. Once I get to take his bishop, he resigned. 26-61. Back in the pool. Haven't seen that player before. He has a prediction for the US Championship in his finger notes. Though I can't really figure out what he's saying. It seems to me like he's saying Nakamura's going to win it, but he just lists a bunch of names of players in the US Championship. Weird. Okay, let's see if we have more action going. Yeah, Hoang is lower than I would have liked him to be. It'd be nice to see him closer to 2,500 for my rating purposes. But because with this rating, I mean, I'm a solid 250 points higher than him, more than that. So I'm not going to be winning too many points off of him. My expectation is negative if he plays at this rating. I'm at my rating. I have to beat him like 4 out of every 5 games as it stands to break even. Hoang is so consistent with his queenside fianchetto as white. He really loves that. It's like his trademark. Bishop f5 should probably be good for black. Yeah, so bishop d3 to stop it. But now white will lose the g2 pawn. Still looks good for white. This h-pawn is hard to stop once it starts rolling. Yeah, like he could even just trade queens now and push the h-pawn. Trying to remember who the other player was that I saw on the best list the other day. So I was number 4 yesterday, and Leverage, Multicast, and someone else was ahead of me. Vanticulty, I think it was Vanticulty, that's who it was. Vanticulty is inactive now. So it's only me and Leverage. But Leverage is in a different class. He's 2,800, which, as I said yesterday, I can't even fathom. I mean, 2,800 is really, really high. I've never even broke 2,700. Yeah, Hoang has this game. And chances are I'll be paired with him ASAP as soon as this one's done. Don't think black's going to be surviving this. Mate in 2. Alright, Hoang, here we go. He's consistent with his Shidorin. This worked out pretty well last time, putting the bishop on f4, so let's do it again. Let's see how he treats it. Let's go to a3 and maybe rook c1. He's going to try to delay the capture on g3, I think. He's going to try to, I don't know, operate without that for the time being. Finally, he takes, okay. I'm going to do something sneaky, I've decided. I'm going to play bishop a2 to b1. And threaten mate that way. Let's go h4. Let's see if we can put the pawn on h5. Let's go rook d1. The rook's not doing anything on c1 anyways. Maybe king e2? Maybe. This is kind of a interesting position. I want to get the position open. It's not going to be simple though. Let's go here. See if he'll push, so I can go like over here and maybe trade off my dark square bishop. Oh, he's going to sack the exchange. It's unexpected. So I'm coming in with a rook to g6. Now, maybe double. I don't know. I give up this pawn though. And I'll just come back. I think I'm going to do this and then try to bring the queen over. Start trying to create threats against this position. Hard to say, though. My bishop is horrible. My light square bishop? Absolutely horrible. Let's go here and see if we can trade. He's got to be pretty confident that I'm not going to do any damage on the light squares. Okay, now let's get back here. He can break in with his queen, perhaps. Let's go here. Now he's got to be really careful. We both do. Our time is dwindling. Let's bring this over. I have rook takes here as a threat.
Check. Check.
I'm going to get him on the back rank.
Check.
Now I'm threatening stuff.
Check.
I'm going to get him on time. Yep. All right. Yeah, the moves at the end, it was just all about speed. I mean, right around here, when he played a5, I think we were close on time. We were both under 10 seconds. And it's about who can create the more meaningful threats. So I noticed this rook takes h6 idea. Now, granted, checking and then checking again, and then bishop c4, and especially rook takes g7 is not a good move. But that's not the point. The point is it's going to take him a couple seconds to figure out why that's not a good move. And in the meantime, I just flag him. So that's a little bullet strategy. When you're that low and the position's that complicated, it's all about who has the initiative. And it's not even like objective initiative. It's just like time initiative, basically. So, Alexei1 is playing. This is a YouTuber. He mainly posts blitz videos. I don't think he posts any bullet, but he's entertaining. I like watching his stuff. Maybe net h4 and try to come to g6. This is a weird material imbalance, but it looks pretty dangerous for black. Yeah, especially with this knight coming to f5. Maybe like g4 or something is good. Hoang heard me. Now f4. Yeah. Hoang is good with the attack. He's very savvy when he starts the initiative. Now knight e6 is the threat. So probably queen e7 will be played. Queen d7. Now bishop e6 is possible. Take. Simple enough. Yeah, black is busted here. It's too many pieces, and his king is too exposed. 96, that's over. Resign. Okay, so I'm playing Alexei 1. Let's go here. We'll just play like our kind of boring setup against this line. Now I'm threatening to take on b4, but he put a stop to that. Okay, let's go here and then do this, and then maybe knight c5. Let's just go knight c5. He can come into c6,
Check.
like slightly annoying. Yeah, I'm losing a pawn in this case, I guess. And I have to spend a tempo getting out of this. Let's go here. Let's see if we can trap some of this stuff. I'm losing the exchange, though. This is not good. Let's go rook e8. I mean, the d2 pawn might slow him down for a little bit, but it's not going to last too long. He's coming to d4. Yeah, this is not great for us. Definitely don't have compensation. Okay, let's just take the file at least. He can go rook b1. Let's go here. Because now I'm threatening mate.
Check.
This is mate.
Checkmate.
Well, that was a lucky game too. Nevertheless, I'm at 2671 after that. Yeah, he just blanked on the queen takes g2 mate threat. I think if he would have played maybe queen b1 instead, queen b1 right here. And definitely after my rook got into c2, he should probably play rook b1 now, so he can threaten rook b8 check, and then he has mate threats of his own on h8. So, yeah, fortunate that he just kind of barreled ahead with f5 and paid the price. He can still play rook f2 at the end, but I mean, I'm not all that unhappy with the position I have now versus earlier. I'm still in the pool waiting to be paired. These guys seem to be the only big dogs in the pool right now. I'd like to know how Alexei 1 started playing the orangutan opening. He doesn't subscribe to the theory that you shouldn't play openings named after animals. It's a very popular theory, a well-known theory in chess circles. I kind of believe it, but like some openings named after animals are good, right? Like the dragon. Although a dragon's not really an animal, it's like a mythical creature, so. And how did the orangutan get its name? Now, I would like to know that too. If somebody knows, definitely post it, because I'd like to think, this is the story I just have in my head, I don't think I heard this anywhere, but I like to think like a researcher or a scientist put a chessboard in front of orangutan, and the move b4, pawn to b4, was the first move it played. It makes for a nice story, but that may not be the case. Okay, despite being down a piece, this is a really nice position for black. I mean, they're probably winning back their material soon, like e4 or something. So white's knights are not coordinated. Black has a lot of pawns too. Now d2 is a threat. Yeah, this is over. It's not really a good move for white in this position. d2. d2 can still be played, because if rook takes, then d1 queen. Yeah, there's just nothing white can do with that amount of time. Yeah. Okay, playing Alexei 1 again. Just do this, and then I guess we're playing the Rogozin variation. Go bishop d3. Let's go a3. See if he'll take. I get to go b4 at least with tempo. Maybe I'll go here just to like try to induce a trade, and then maybe bishop back to g3 to neutralize this dark square bishop. Let's go queen b3 though for now, and try to bring our knight into c5. This is interesting. Let's go here. If he takes c1, I think taking here is okay. It's interesting at least. Let's go here now. Because I like the idea of taking on d5, actually. Like, what's he going to do now? He needs to play queen d6. But that seems like trouble for him.
Check.
Queen b4, I can go here. And at least make it difficult for him. I have bishop b5 if I want to hold the pawn. It's hard. It's hard for him to move. He doesn't really have too many good moves in this position. He's way down on time, too. Let's just bring this up here. and go here for good measure. I just lost my queen for no reason. That was really dumb. I don't know what I was thinking after bishop e4. Just straight up blundered my queen. Well, that's a shame. I'm back down to 26-42 after that game. And he had 15 seconds left, too. This is how my road to 2700 ends, with a queen drop. That's classic bullet. Yeah, it's a clear case of just only looking at your threats and not your opponent's threats at all. Yeah, queen h5. I mean, queen h5, admittedly, he has rook takes d7. Although then I have queen h5, rook takes d7, I have queen g4 check, and I can win this rook for free. The full rook. So, whoops. Okay, I'm at 26-42, still decent, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, one loss just, like, plummets your rating. It's just, like, absolutely destroys your rating. This is a theoretical line these guys are playing. Rook takes e4. It's an interesting pawn sack for white. Of course, Hoang plays the center game as white with the e4, e5. Makes perfect sense, actually. Bishop g2, rook b8, queen... Oh, I thought he was going to play queen a6. Not sure who's better in this position. Looks pretty complex. Okay, Sorin is our next opponent. I hope we will be Sorin to victory. Let's do this boring exchange line. Let's see what Sorin knows about this. These GMs usually know how to neutralize this line. But against most everyone else, it's like actually a pretty good idea. I mean, the fact that he played this move kind of indicates maybe he's not quite sure how to deal with this line. I don't know. Okay, well, I can take here. You can go bishop d3, though. If he goes bishop d3, I have this, and at least I'm threatening that.
Check.
I can just do this, can't I? Let's go here. Just keep him fully under wraps. And here's Ein. Yeah, that was a big blunder. If he would have played rook b7 take, if he would have played bishop d3, rook c1, and just h6 here, h6 would be fine. Because then he creates an escape square for his king on h7. So if I go rook c8 and trade, it's fine. And after h6, I might even be worse because, let's just look at the engine. Yeah, h6 I'm worse because I'm going to lose one of these pawns. And his bishop pair can come to life pretty quickly. Alright, so let's play 2 more games. These guys are coming to an end in this one. Alexei won. Decent chance of winning via the flag. He's got to give up the pawn. Hard to say. I don't know who to bet on here. I think I'm going to bet on black, though, just because of the time edge. Can they avoid a rook trade? It's a good question. I think they will. Alexei one's really fast. That's pretty clear, so... It'll be tricky. Hoang is also fast. Oh, Hoang lost. That was close, though. Yeah, that extra 3 or 4 seconds really matters, even though black just had king rook left. I'm in the pool waiting. Let's try again. Eliana's playing. Okay. Let's check who Sorin is. Not sure who this player is. Ariel Sorin from Argentina. Never heard of him. Ooh, it's a nice bishop crossfire. This is bad for white. Have to play rook e4. Yeah, now it's just a race against the clock for Eliana. As it often is, because I feel like Eliana, I know they outplay me a decent amount of the time, but I almost always flag them, even if they outplay me. Okay, they gotta be careful about bishop f4 if white unpins. Like now bishop f4 is a threat. I wouldn't have done that if I were white. Oh, that's clever, though. I was thinking they were going to trade into a pure endgame. Yeah, I think Eliana's going to win this, even with the time. Maybe not, though. It's actually kind of... Oh, that solves that question. That's brutal, checkmate. Sorry, Eliana. I'm still waiting to be paired. see who else is playing. Yeah, as I said, Hoang plays systems as white that allow them to castle queenside as quickly as possible, preferably with a queenside fianchetto. That's their game. If they can queenside fianchetto and castle queenside, Hoang is in heaven. This is funny, they're playing the line that him and Alexei 1 just played. Often this rook is just like dead. You can see it's not exactly a piece with a long life expectancy in this variation. Like, what is the rook doing on g5? Just a completely awkward position for that piece. Maybe you can go rook e5 and get it back into civilization now. That just straight up drops the rook, right? Take and then take here. Okay, that was not a good solution for black. I still can't believe I just straight up dropped the queen against Alexei 1. That happens, though. Sometimes he'll just be like cruising along, like everything looks good. In that game, I was probably on my way to winning with that time advantage, and then just boom, drop the queen for no reason. I think because I was focused on playing bishop c7 is why it happened, but there's no use really in-depth psychoanalyzing a queen drop like that in bullet. That will be a fruitless endeavor if you try to do that. It is taking me a really long time to get a game. Queen b4 is good. Bishop f4 is good. Hoang chooses the most convenient route to trade queens. Let's see if it'll pair me with Hoang. I can't even remember how many games I said I was going to play. I'll play 1 or 2 more. It's just taking a real long time to get a game. Yeah, I just got completely passed up by these guys, and I've been in the pool much longer than them. The algorithm just won't pair because my rating is too high right now. First world ICC problems. My rating is too high, and the pool won't pair me. Next week, my rating could be much lower. You never know, and I'll have plenty of opponents. I wonder how, like, Hikaru or Leverage must feel. They must be waiting, like, 15 minutes to get a game sometime. I mean, if they're 2,800, which is solid 150 points higher than me, let's say, and I'm waiting this long to get a game, I would imagine that ICC might not pair 2,800s hardly ever. Like, what would be the minimum rating ICC would pair a 2,800? Like, how long would they have to be in the pool to get paired against, let's say, a 2,400? Probably quite a while. Because it will eventually pair you down, but it just takes a really long time. Oh, that was kind of funny. White thought they were trapping black's queen, but Hoang said, no, I'm actually getting your queen if you take my queen. Rook takes a1. Bizarre game. Yeah, black is just crushing it now. Black's going to win. Still waiting. Oh, I paired them again. No. That same line. This is the third time we've seen this line. Crazy. I don't know the theory in this variation. You know what I play as black in this line? Right after queen e3, I don't play knight f6 like most people do. I usually play g6, opting for a kingside fianchetto. I think that's a more interesting line. Because this line is pretty well studied, actually, this exchange sack line. I don't know that black does well to play that. Because if you think about the players who play the center game as white, a lot of them probably have studied this line in depth because they must face it a lot. I mean, you could play it as black too, there's no problem with that, but I think it's more interesting to deviate. C6 is hanging. Now h4, h5 would be an idea, although black covers the h5 square with their queen. It's kind of fun to kibitz these games. I don't get to kibitz like a game in full too often in the bullet pool, but it's kind of fun. Because so often you can see their thought process. You're just observing it as a spectator. And I pick up like strategies too, like things I could do differently in my own bullet game. Now rook c8's a threat, so Joop. Joop is our opponent. You see how far down and how long it took to get paired against 2100? That was pretty substantial. Okay, let's play semi-Slav. All right, let's do knight bd7. We'll just play Cambridge Springs. And e3. Now they either take on d5 or they play that move. We'll do this. This line I face a lot less often. And to be quite honest, I sometimes forget what to do against this line. g4 is pretty aggressive. Fairly single-minded, I would say. Are they going to be castling queenside? Remains to be seen. Knight e4 probably should be played now. Okay, I'm going to try to go c5 ASAP and get my fair share of counterplay. Wow, he actually castled. Surprising. Let's go f5. This weakens e6, to be sure, but I think their king is liable to be just as weak as my king, if not more. Okay, they're going to take the pawn on e6. What can we do about it? Is this a trap? I can do that. It's not going to win material, but it's very close to trapping them. I can't bring that in. Okay, let's go here. Knight e5? Ugh. No, knight e5 is covered by my queen. I can do this. Now I'm ready to double up. Let's gain a tempo on the queen first. And then, I gotta be careful. Let's go here.
Time warning.
Okay, let's go here. Joop is giving me massive problems right now. Okay, let's do this and then pin them, I guess. Let's pin them again.
Check.
Oh boy. That's a nice one. I'm gonna let him checkmate me. Or, actually, no, it's not checkmate. I thought I was checkmated for a second. Guess I went on time. I totally thought I was checkmated there. I forgot about my queen on a8. I'm glad I didn't resign. Okay, I'm going to play one more game. I'm at 26-46. Maybe I'll get one of these guys right after they're done. This is another bizarre material imbalance. What in the world is going on? Why is this knight hanging for so many moves? I think black is much better here. If white doesn't have a perpetual, black is going to win. Yeah, like so. Interesting. Oh, paired me to Hoang. Yeah, let's do this again. I've been having decent luck with this against Tu Hoang. I'm going to play this more normal. We'll just let him go b4. He can do that. And we will just develop our little queenside fianchetto. Okay, let's go knight d5. I'm going to go e6. Just try to block his bishop's diagonal. It's the only goal. Queen e7. No, better take here first. Losing some time, but I'm just trying to figure out the best way to disallow counterplay. Okay, let's just take. d5 might be good, though. This can be tough. Yeah, I'm going to lose that pawn. He could take on b7. He mouse slipped there. Okay. that was a bizarre ending to that game. I think when Tu Hoang is about to resign, he just like goes and does some random move. Yeah, he let go of the piece too soon. He was going to play bishop takes b7. All right, with that lucky win, how did we do this session? Let's see. I had one loss, I think. So I ended at 26-39 last time, and now I'm 26-53. Okay, so I gained some rating points. 14 rating points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games, and I was 9-1, including this loss to Alexei 1 after I dropped the queen after bishop e4. Yeah, that was bad. But given the positions I had, I mean, I probably would have expected to lose at least one or two of the other games. Like this game against Tu Hoang, where we just had all the queenside pawns and we were like even time. I should have lost that game, and somehow he just hung all his pieces. Yeah, and also this game against Joop, maybe, I don't know. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's check this out. Yeah, I'm 26-53, so Leverage hasn't really been playing much. Yeah, he hasn't played much in the past few days, so he's probably about to go inactive because today's April 2nd. you'll be watching this on April 3rd, and his last game was on March 27th, so he's in danger of going inactive soon. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Oh, whoa, what happened to multicast right before I shut this down? Why did multicast drop so far in rating? Ooh, looks like he had some losses at the hands of Vanticulty. Wow. That's very interesting. Somehow I'm never around when Vanticulty is playing. Maybe a multicast is human. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another bullet video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.